The views and opinions of this podcast are solely our own, with no direct intention to offend or upset.
Brilliant. Fucking brilliant.
Philo Beddoe. Do I know you? You're gonna.
Everybody, welcome to another episode of What's the Script? Series 4, Episode 5, and what Chris has just informed me is the longest series ever, because we're only 5 in, but we started it before the festive period, so it feels like ages, man. Mate, how are you today? You good? You well?
Yes, I'm tickety-boo. Just this episode has taken a long time to come together because obviously Windows decided to kill my fucking laptop, which reminds me, Bill Gates, I hope you stand on a fucking plug.
Aye, an American one, so it's 2 prongs right into your fucking curvy bit, know what I mean, between the heel and the toes and that. So folks, unless you didn't know it, but we were sitting about 3 days ago, ready to go, and your laptop just decided to turn into fucking Jerry Lee Lewis, didn't it?
I just decided to self-terminate, but fucking aye. So here we are with a new spick and span laptop.
Aye, good man. See, this is what you do, folks. Hardware's all sorted. It seems to be the Wi-Fi that gets fucking on your nerves now, you know what I mean? But it was a sad day. I was all sitting excited, ready to record, and Big Chris ended up nearly in rehab.
I got management, fuck's sake. I mean, Jack Nicholson, like that. Woosa.
Aye, don't raise your voice to me. What? I wasn't raising what? No. So there we go, smashing. It's Series 4, Episode 5. We are doing the 1978 classic. We always do classics, didn't we, mate? We always do this shite. 1978 classic, starring Clint Eastwood, Every Which Way But Loose. And believe it or no, 1978 was the year I was born, and I counted it on my fingers. I am but 7 months older than this film when it was released in December of 1978, mate.
Aye, it's a very well loved film for around about your age group. No, I mean it's
That right, son. Aye, take my horn off your arse, you wee bastard. You talk to.
The first time I seen this, it was probably a Channel 5 during the day number, know what I mean? So that's if you know Channel 5, I mean they show films for the 90s and that's their premiere, know what I mean? So see what's on during the way, it was long ago.
Aye, exactly. It turns out it was the first of a duo. The second one was released just a couple of years later on the back of the success of this. And for anybody that's never seen this, especially our younger generation, do you know what I mean, that don't even watch films now, it's Every Which Way But Loose stars Clint Eastwood in an uncharacteristic and offbeat comedy role as Philo Beddoe. He's a trucker and a bare-knuckle brawler, and he roams American West looking for his lost love that he met in the Palomino. So he's obviously accompanied by Orville, who is his brother and his manager, and his pet orangutan called Clyde. In the process, Philo manages to cross a motley assortment of characters, including a pair of off-duty police officers, and an entire motorcycle gang who are the Black Widows of Pacoima. And they end up all pursuing him for revenge while he's chasing Len, Hardy, Taylor. Quite the plot, isn't it, mate?
Aye. No, that's just it's the highlight for me. This, hey,
What's the highlight?
what was this biker gang? You know what I mean?
Oh,
Because
aye.
like, every film, TV program, though, that see when bikers come about, you go, "Oh shit, it's going down, man. This is bad," and they're just pure slapstick, aren't they?
They're just comedic and funny. And how are you saying that to us? You're a biker gang. Do you know what I mean? Can you say that to us? Look, do you know what that means? Somebody sneeze on you, son. It's brilliant, mate. It's really funny. It's
Aye.
obviously hot on the success of Cannonball Run, things like that. You know what I mean? So it was released again, as I said, 20th of December 1978, directed by James Fargo. We've got a clue. Stars Clint Eastwood, Sandra Locke, who we'll talk about. Fucking talk about her, I'll tell you. Geoffrey Lewis, Ruth Gordon, Beverly D'Angelo, William O'Connell, James Quade, and Manus the orangutan who plays Clyde. Just a modest budget for the day, mate. $5 million.
Yep. And I see it made what 85 million back. So
Oh no,
I wonder.
no, that was America and Canada.
No,
It made worldwide
no, was it?
104.3, and it's to date still
No,
Clint
no.
Eastwood's most profitable movie he's ever made.
Well, it's not to be sniffed at.
Certainly not to be sniffed at.
See, I would have thought. See, I would have thought that High Plains Drifter and all that would have been more successful. You know what I mean? On a few dollars more, because they must the good, the bad, the ugly.
Aye. Again, depends on budget, doesn't it? And I suppose I don't know if the good, bad, and ugly have been received in years since release better than they were at the time at the box office, which maybe just stands to reason. But I was surprised at that myself. His most profitable film. I mean, you think Clint Eastwood has probably starred in, produced, directed 300 million fucking movies, man. That is some gone, man.
Aye, aye. Like you, mate. See, when I read that as well, I was like, that can't be right. That's got to be some like form of fuckery of some sort. It's because just like the ones we've just mentioned, the good, the bad, the ugly, and all that. Know what I mean? It's like,
Aye.
but
See,
then
that's
again,
what
it
must
just
have
shows
broke
you
your PC.
how
You,
loved
you,
this was
you typed
by
that up
people.
in your old laptop, and it's seen
Uh-huh.
it, and your laptop went, oh, no, not having it. Died a death.
Aye, aye. Just fucking played Russian roulette with itself.
So it's
Aye,
very kind of cowboy orientated and on it, mate, for where it is. And obviously the title track's sang by Eddie Rabbit. It's fucking magic. Love it.
which but loose all fucking week, man.
Aye, so good. It's when you hear the drums.
Sporadically breaking into song with it. Every which way but loose.
You need to do that before you start it, but boom, boom, every which way you will lose. And then every other song in the movie is slide guitar daft, man, innit?
Aye. Again, it's funny that you say it was just after the tail of Cannonball Run because it's practically the same, isn't it? Like
Aye.
when it comes to music wise and all that. Because I had the same wee catchy tune, you know what I mean? That still gets sang. So It's good, man. Good.
That's brilliant. So it's true as the synopsis said, Philo is just a truck driver who makes his money by bare-knuckle boxing, which seems to be in every like builder's yard and truck stop and bowling alley and all that kind of jazz in it. Right at the start, he pulls in his truck and it lets you know he's a bit of a ladies' man, doesn't it?
Aye. What is it? Kisses the lassie at reception and then chaps the window. One like that. Hey,
Aye,
hey.
just geezer the eye, man.
Big fucking custard hips.
Aye, and then obviously
See,
straight.
see, saying this as well. I see this. Like, see, like Clint Eastwood done this as well. He actually does look physically imposing. Know what I mean? Whereas
Aye.
compared to the other ones, like his other films, he looks like a wee skinny guy. Know what I mean?
I was definitely he's no like Sylvester Stallone ripped, but he's got the biceps, man. When you see that first bit when he leaves the truck stop and he goes into the bar and he starts taking the nuts at the bowl, and the big Al's getting annoyed at him. Put him back. Excuse me. The nuts, put him back. Are you taking him to your tree? Are you, squirrel? That's it. You're a squirrel taking the nuts to your tree. And you just see the bicep getting bigger and bigger as he crushes the nuts, don't you, man?
Aye. Like I says, mate, is this because obviously a lot of this film, well, he's a better than a full boxer, know what I mean? So, and like you see these films, he's always fighting a guy bigger than him. So, made sense that he looked bigger, I know. Because, like I already says, other films that you see Clint Eastwood, he looks a bit skinny, know what I mean? But
Aye, suppose so.
this,
Uh,
he looks everything a trucker looks like, mate.
well, he had a good coach for this. He had Alan Silvani was his boxing coach, and he was also used to train Sylvester Stallone for Rocky. So when you see him like putting up the dukes and all that, he was properly trained for the boxing. I had the boxing there, and his diet and all that kind of stuff. So he was in good shape because I'm trying to think. I'm 45. Clint Eastwood's what 92, so he'd have been about what my age when he made this movie, man. Oh, it's mental that. You're froze, mate.
Just shows you.
I'll pause.
All right.
Aye, she'll be back on recording the now. Aye, so he was in good physical shape with that guy training him, wasn't he? Brilliant, man.
Aye. Aye. Because again, in this film, obviously you see the guys he's fighting, you know what I mean? And they're all massive. So uh, would have made sense for him to look a bit bigger, you know what I mean? Instead of wee Clint.
Aye. But like early on, but you get everybody's talking about Tank Murdoch. So he's obviously the underground champion of the out west or whatever like that. They're all talking about him because like everybody Philo meets and boxes or fights are kind of fucking fat overweight guys having a swig of beer before they start boxing and all that, don't they?
Aye, men's men. Know what I mean?
Aye,
This actually could have been the origins of the Fight Club.
aye, definitely, mate. Aye, they're men's men. The prick's prick. There you go, Big Al. How you doing? Take this, man. No problem.
But this film as well, right? See, if it's funny and all that, but I didn't know that this was Clint's like first like really comedy film. Know what I mean? When you think
Aye,
about like Kelly's Heroes and stuff like that.
It was kind of out of left field and caught people unawares. They were surprised they done it. But I suppose you have there's too many actors do the same thing for the duration of their career. Very few of them go outside their wheelhouse. You know what I mean? So it's a mark of a good actor testing themselves. I mean, Jim Carrey done it. Fucking Robin Williams even done it. Do you know what I mean? When he done 9mm, and even more like shocking was Lee Evans. Remember Lee Evans appearing in a film about a guy that was paranoid and had a camera on him all the time. Kudos, know what I mean? Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Aye. Aye, because we're talking about a Cannonball Run. Apparently, this was originally offered to Burt Reynolds, and he knocked it back. So,
Aye, good. He seems to be at the top of the tree where film offers go that me and you do. Burt Reynolds is always sniffing about. Everybody wants a bit of Burt Reynolds and that moustache.
aye. Well, it must just be a massive sell. You know what I mean? He's because Burt Reynolds. That's one of the most American names I've ever heard.
I know. It seems as if it was made in a Cracker Jack box or something. I got it. But you're right. It was Smoking a Bandit, Cannonball Run, Best Little Whorehouse in Texas, The Deliverance, Mean Machine and all, man. Just the list goes on and on and on. Even when he came back out and he done Boogie Nights, I thought he was fucking tremendous in Boogie Nights.
Aye, super, mate. That's a brilliant film. I've not seen that in ages.
Aye, very
I might actually
underrated.
watch that tonight.
Very underrated. I like the roller girl, you
Yes.
see.
But
Yeah.
is that the one? No, it's not. Because I always get that confused. It's Sylvester Stallone or something. I think he directed one of them, but that might have been
Sliver.
Saturday Night Fever. I think he directed something like Nailing.
All right, okay.
Something like them.
I know he starred in Saturday
Yes.
Night Fever with John Travolta, but there you go. So we get introduced dead quickly to his family as well. See that when he goes home and you've not seen Clyde yet, the minute he goes into his barn, he just gets ambushed, doesn't he?
Aye. Mate, I know the stories explained that he won like Clyde in a fight and all this, right? But America just must have been a different place. You know what I mean? Just you can win an orangutan in a square go. It's just brilliant, man.
Aye. Well, having said that, a lot of his fights are in truck stops, so who knows, man. But aye, when he's explaining it, he just says about how he couldn't
Aye.
stand to see him in that cage and all that stuff. But it's funny, man. Clyde's probably the only one that can kick his ass. And he's fucking puts him right out the shed and starts going, takes a beer off him, and you're getting too damn sneaky, Clyde.
Aye. See, it's the thing in movie making, isn't it? They say don't work with animals and don't work with kids. But a big orangutan, mate, just makes us stun out, doesn't it?
Well, Clint Eastwood himself said that Clyde the orangutan is one of the most natural actors I've ever worked with, but you had to get him on the first take because boredom kicked in after that. Know what I mean?
Aye, because it's just, I mean, you're trying to think of films where it's like an animal is like the co-star, really, you know what I mean? But aye, I don't know if there's like films before this, but I think this might have been one of the first ones, that like the animal was like the sidekick sort of thing.
Aye, could have been. I remember a old Disney film with like the guy for Herbie, and he had a bear sitting next to him and all that. But there used to be a telly series for the 60s in America, but it was on in the 80s in fucking Scotland, and it was called Gentle Ben. And it was about a wee boy that had a bear. You know what I mean? His dad was a Polish, and he thought it was all right for this wee boy to cut about with a full grown bear. It was dead jovial and dead 60s America. You know what I mean? I am the way I am, and that's the way I like to be. With the big bear. Mental. And the wee boy in question you've seen in 100 films, he's the guy that gets tied up with a slinky and tangled in cash. That wee weird looking guy, man.
Oh, aye. Yeah, he's in all sorts of Adam Sandler films, isn't
Aye. Just appears in mad movies. Like, hello. He'd have made a good Igor.
he? Aye. But aye, even the wee character, Clyde, in this, mate, so the parts he's in it, mate, he's funny, know what I mean? Especially that bit where Clint Eastwood kids on to shoot him and all that, see putting the horns up. Brilliant, man. But makes you think, what did they do to that monkey to get to do that sort of stuff? Know what I mean?
That's it. Well, apparently the monkey nearly like killed him. And he was driving the truck doing a scene and he got a fright, Clint got a fright, he just grabbed the wheel and went shit. Nearly took him off the road, man. Look at that wee face. Look at that wee
Aye.
face there.
I had to. I can see even the interactions between Clyde and the old Mo. Brilliant, man.
We need to discuss. I see he gets right up and fucking smacks her lips on her at one stage, doesn't he? But we need to talk about Ruth Gordon, right? Ruth Gordon played Mammy Beddoe, or Ma, as she's known in the film. Mate, she was born, right, in fucking 1896. She was born. So, telling you, man. So she's some age in this. She didn't die until 1985. She was 99 years old, man. But what a character. What a her patter's brilliant. 12 ribs my ass. No respect.
See, because she's actually got one of my favourite lines in the film as well. See, obviously when the biker gang comes up and they start attacking her house, and obviously she starts fucking shooting off this gun that just would blow a hole in the fucking planet, but it looks at. But then, soon as she's got into house after she set about on him, she just goes, "I'm leaving a poor, old, defenseless woman all alone."
Aye. Let's talk about some of your favourite scenes, mate.
But what I just say is that one with the bikers at Mad's house when they're getting set up, it's just hilarious, man. Hilarious. Again, it's practically everything it's got to do with the bikers. Because soon they get set about at the diner and all that. Hilarious. They're going to terrorise these people, calling this guy lardass and all that, and the next thing they're all just setting about these bikers. It's just brilliant, man. Oh, superb.
I think you've just coined my favourite two scenes. The one with Ma and the one in the diner. Because all the time, the leader, Big Cholo, he's just so fucking disappointed in the man. It's just, why? He does it at the end, didn't he, when he's in the mud? Why me? Why me, Lord? No, I mean, he plays a great part. But the Audi, all the forefront bikers, they play a great part, man. Get their ass kicked. The money, see the budget of this film, it must have been spent on wrecking bikes.
Aye, because if you don't, if you've watched Sons of Anarchy, how important like the motorbikes are to biker gangs, know what I mean? But they get them stole after them, they get them broke, it's just brilliant, man. Just it's like a pure polar opposite to the Sons of Anarchy, know what I mean? Because the Sons of Anarchy just like slapped everybody about, know what I mean? They were taking on the government, know what I mean? And this biker gang's chased away by a wee old woman with a shotgun.
Aye, that's mental, mate. So as I say, there is other cracking scenes in this, but they two are absolutely brilliant. I want to spend a bit of time talking about what I fucking hate about this film, and it's Sandra Locke, who plays Lynn Halsey Taylor. And I'll tell you why I don't like her. She's an ugly looking bastard. She can't sing. She looks like she's went into a primary two class and asked two different Waynes blindfolded to put her eyebrows on. She's a skinny dying bastard. And he chases all of America for her. And what makes it worse, right? I mean, it could have picked it. I think in 1978, they had Farrah Fawcett or something like that, or her that played Wonder Woman, whose name escapes me. They had a bevy of women, and he gave her the role. And see her singing and all, her singing's fuck it, I can't watch her. That big mouth, that big chasm in her face. What's a girl to do? And she's trying to look sexy and all that, and you're just like, oh, threw up my mouth a wee bit there. And to top all that off, right? People listening here, what's worse is Clint Eastwood was banging her new life. Celibate.
Mate, that's what it is. I mean, she's she's the villain in this, as I'm concerned. You know what I mean? Because she's a smuggler of men. She
Your internet froze. Just rotten, mate. I mean, don't get me wrong, right? Don't like speaking ill of the dead because she's passed away since in the last couple of years. But she's just one of the ones where she got the role. It wasn't what you know, who you know. It was what it was who you know. It wasn't what you know. The only other time I've seen such bad casting was her in Temple of Doom. Wasn't it? She was sleeping with the director and all, wasn't she? Andy. She vexes me greatly.
Superb, bud. I guess. Well, I think I've only ever seen her in something else, and I think it was the outlaw Jesse Wales or something like, or Jesse James, something like in Aliens. But she's not my favourite. Put it this way, not my favourite.
No, not my fucking favourite either. The two police that chased him, just another random goes into the bar, bumps into him, big fighting shoes, you know what I mean? And the two police, as Philo's giving him 10 rapid, he says to the barmaid, phone the police. They are the police. And they start chasing him and all, man. Mental.
Yeah, Scooby-Doo moment, you know what I mean? But it's like another added thing to this. If things only like so mental already, you know what I mean? It's just like chaos ensuing for all angles. It's like another side story to the main story to another side story. It's brilliant, man.
Exactly. And see, I know I quite like Smoking the Bandit. See, when it goes to a scene with him, like in Smoking the Bandit, every time you see Buford T. Justice and his boy, and the police car goes, dun, dun, dun. And the same thing happens in this film with it too. Must be a Warner Brothers thing they had to use a couple of times. Bam, bam, bam. It's fucking mental, man.
See, but in fact, they two police, right? That's like another scene I like about it. See, when obviously Philo is at fishing, and this guy creeps up behind him, ready to do him in, and the next thing, You've got a bite. You've got gaze that. No, and he ends up
Aye.
setting about him, but and then he's up in the tree and he jumps on the other copper, and you just hear this mad Tarzan scream across the lake.
Aye. It's funny the way he's reeling it in. His passion for fishing takes over, but he's fucking there for him in the first place. And he's, oh, give me that rod now. Don't let it out now. Give it here. Give it here. Give it here. Oh, it's a monster. Oh, it's a monster. And then it's the comedic bit as well. See, when Philo takes out the water, I gave him the fish and went, listen, I'm sorry, no hard feelings. It doesn't just fucking that was him. And then his wee partner's running through the forest, got a gear and all that. Oh, it's fucking that's good.
Aye. Superb. Aye, and then there's a wee Orville, he's out in the boat with his new bird. And she's like, what was that? And he goes, oh, I think he's spending too much time with Clyde.
Aye, that's right. Aye. I mean, they pick her up. It seemed to be a big thing in America. I don't know if it's done today, but it seemed to be a big thing in America where every 15 mile there's a fucking fruit and veg stall on the highway, isn't there? And they pick her up, obviously. What do we call her, Craig? Her name is Beverly D'Angelo. And you might know her as being Mrs. Griswold out of National Lampoon's, in it.
Aye. She's in a bevy of films, by the way. I think the last thing I seen her in recently was Violent Night.
Violet Night, mate. That's what I was going to say as well. She's good in that, wasn't she?
Aye, mate, she's good at everything, mate. Good at see everything I've seen her in. She's been good. Because I think she might have been the Maw in American History X as well. I'm not sure, but
Ooh. Well, I've not seen that in a minute, that film.
aye, aye. It's full of the angry white boys.
Oh, I know, aye, the short hairs and the like. That's when Errol's brother used to be fat, wasn't it?
Aye. He's a big fella. He's a big fella. But
And John Connor was still a wee bastard.
aye, you're right. What's her name again? D'Angelo. Aye,
Aye.
mate, it's funny as well, right? Because see, our character's name in this is Echo, right?
Huh?
So, so see, what's your name? Echo. They go, huh? Echo, and even Clyde does it. Clyde does it as well. See, when they're introducing Echo, they go, Clyde, this is Echo, and he goes, Echo.
That's brilliantly written, that bit in it. And then Beverly D'Angelo's reaction, being the character, is as if this has happened all her life. Everybody's had to say it twice. She's got Echo, huh? Echo. That fucking, you know what I mean? That's class. Absolutely class. So
Aye.
I've just
Superb,
a wee
man.
reiteration on the budgety thing. It's adjusted for inflation, whatever that means. It's one of the biggest hits of Clint Eastwood's career, or the biggest hit of Clint Eastwood's career. So there you go. Inflation had something to fucking do with it. I don't know why, but not a bad markup. You know what I mean? So it was another thing. It was the first movie to earn $10 million or more on its opening weekend. Just shows you, doesn't it? Timing. I mean, Clint Eastwood takes a chance on his career by doing a comedic role with a monkey, and what American public go, I'm into that. I want to go and see that shit.
Aye, because it must have been like a standout. You know what I mean? Like, what? No, be like the equivalent of what do you mean? Jackie Chan's in a film where he's like he's a gangster. Like, what are you talking about? It's just
Aye. Or the Japanese just go mental for it.
it's so good.
Big Cholos, I was saying, I know, man. Even when he eventually says to him, you Philo Beddoe.
See, again, right. I know, like Clyde is like seen as a gentle soul and all that through the film, right?
Right.
That bit is where all is underneath the van.
Oh,
and
aye.
Clyde like takes his beer, but then like tries to murder him.
Aye. That's it. He lifts up the car as if to say, use your beer or you're getting crushed.
You know what I mean? That's the start of the Rise of the Planet of the Apes there.
Well, there is a big orangutan in that. It kind of starts off as a voice of reason, doesn't he? As if, come on now, we need the humans. You're doing a wee bit mental there, Caesar. And then he goes like that, fuck it. Starts dangling off the Golden Gate Bridge and all that, taking bullets.
Aye.
Part of magic, man. We're talking about,
Before I cut you off.
mate, we're out of sync. That's why. We're out of sync. I start talking and it's mental. I think it's internet and my location, to be honest with you, because it's going up and down like a fucking whore's knickers. So it is. So that's a pain in the dick. But we'll talk about the part there. Another one, Cholo, when he's on Mo's porch, and he's like that, you're not very hospitable, are you? And she's just, hospitable, my ass, get off my porch. As soon as she pulls out the shotgun, see the wee biker with the horns. Oh, lady, put down a gun now. Oh, lady, put down a gun now. Yeah, brilliant, man. He has proper
And
sight
there you
himself.
go. See, for some reason, see when we're picking our films, we always seem to pick films that are linked by an actor somewhere because and Back to the Future 3.
Because of Clint Eastwood. Is it? No.
No. Oh no, see the train driver and Back to the Future 3.
Uh-huh.
That is also the big over the horns.
So he is, mate. So he is. Jesus, look at you with your beady eye there, you know. That was well spotted there, youngster. Really good. Aye, fucking mental, man. But I think it annoys me about Lynn Halsey Taylor's are dancing.
Wait, see the bit like I'd say it annoyed me about her. See that bit where she's confronted at the end by Philo, and then she's just as the camera's just on her face while she's supposed to be punching Philo. I was like, there's no reason for you to be reacting that way.
No. He should have recoiled that big giant bicep Ermi has and smashed her right in the mouth. Sent her into fucking the sequel. Cow. Because by the way, she pulls no punches, and I don't mean about slapping him in the face. No, she just says to him, "Look, I do this all the fucking time. I hustle men all over America, but you fanny, you had to fall for me. You had to chase me. Blah blah blah." And we eventually see the mad Skylar. Fucking, he's like a librarian pimp with fucking gold on it. And Gabriel's suit on, gone bald, more chains than BA. Oh, Jesus.
This is brilliant, man.
I kind of thought a casino with that kind of thing. I know because Sharon Stone can't gear up James Woods, can't you know? He's always at the end of the phone. He's always trying to get money off her and all that. And she's got everything she could ever want, but she can't cut ties with him. Do you know what I mean? Something similar.
Aye, aye, aye. There's these mad leeches, but aye, it's very curious because it's look the bit that annoys me about that part is because like you can see the bold Clint. Know what I mean? He's followed her across the country. Know what I mean? Gave her money, bought her shit and all that, and she's just. And because this guy has followed her, he found out what happened to her, sort of thing. She's gonna have her nut, and she hates him and like that. The fuck's the matter with you daft cunt?
No, you were just a fucking mark at the end of the day. I mean, he's known her for 3 seconds, and he's getting her envelopes with 7 grand in it and all that. Oh,
Like,
I really want to open a club. What kind of club? A fucking packet of clubs? Mint clubs? You fucking idiot. 7 grand's that going to get you? It's mental.
see, as much as like my favourite character in this is the character of Philo, right? Because he's obviously a good guy and all that when it comes to the regards with Clyde and all that, and wins these fights for his mate and all this stuff, right? But he annoys me with the fact that he he can't join the dots that this woman's up to no good. know what I mean?
Aye. Especially when he's out a run, and she fucking speeds up to get away from him, you know what I mean? And then she's like, and she catches up. There's another good bit I forgot to mention as well. Like when Philo goes out that night to get pissed, and he ends up coming home drunk, waking up Orville and Echo, and it's no right. It's no right. It's shite. It's fucking. I'm telling you, it's bad news. Down with that sort of thing. And they're like, what are you talking about? Clyde, damn it. You've got someone. I nearly got someone. Clyde, you got no one. And he needs someone. They fucking take him to the zoo to get his hold into him. Brilliant.
I will see that. Obviously, that film K9 with Belushi, that's obviously inspired that bit with the dog, isn't it? Know what I mean?
Aye.
Because that's that'll be just brilliant, man. Because you see, the wee Clyde's face and all, see when he's shutting that door there, just a big smile. See you later.
Aye. There's a better one in the second movie when they've all got different hotel rooms. Philo's get fucking that skinny boot in with him. There's a fat guy and his bird wife in the other room, and then Clyde and this wee female orangutan in another room, and they're all fucking. He shuts the door when we get behind closed doors. I know he did that in the first one. I know it's funny as fuck, man.
Because is that the same time that Philo opens up to Clyde?
What do you mean?
Let's see how he's just he's like unloading all his troubles onto Clyde. I'm sure they're sharing a beer or something.
Aye, that's right. Just talk to him. You know what I'm talking about, don't you? I mean, you really listen to me. Like, just gives him a hug and a kiss and all that stuff. It's brilliant, man. I wrote that down there. Philo opens up to Clyde.
Pure buddy movie.
Aye. Aye, so.
Super bad.
Aye.
I mean,
So Orville and Echo, man, they get into the tune. Philo follows them, and that's when they have the big kind of end up with the Black Widows in it, man. And Orville quite cleverly goes and gets the garbage truck, doesn't he?
see, and that wee tune as well, mate. See, like, obviously he's running through the street, and you've got like that big mountain behind him, and that wee tune, mate. It looked brilliant.
It did. And did you notice the tune? When he's standing at one end of the street and Cholo's at the other one. Good, the bad, and ugly tune.
I see what they did there. Yes.
But that's brilliant, man. But Chola, he's just standing back. He's watching these guys getting their ass handed to them. And he's, I'm going to kill you all. Can't handle it anymore because the bikes are all getting trashed into the back of the trash compactor truck thing. Bin lorry, we call it, didn't we?
Aye. You're going all American there. The trash.
Mate, that's my Waynes. My Waynes call it trash. They call ice lollies popsicles. And if they want sweeties, they say, can I get some candy? You just need to stay off that YouTube, man. Damaging your brain. Swedgers, me, man. It's Swedgers. Ah, get me Swedgers. My Waynes love the bin men. See when the bin men come, my Waynes run to the window and all that. Ah, hello, bin man. Magic.
That. No. See, that's at all. Like, again, one of my favourite lines in it. It's like, see when Philo he's combing Clyde and he's in the mirror sort of hanging and he just goes like, my God, you're a handsome devil. Sweet Clyde's like,
And just see the gums out, didn't you? Funny as fuck, man.
Oh.
So the crescendo of the film is Philo hears that, well, Orville hears, didn't he, that Tank Murdoch's in town, didn't he? So they arrange the meet, arrange the fight. Philo's got to get all this fucking Lynn Halsey skinny cow Taylor off his fucking back, and he's going to do this guy in. And when he turns up and the Tank Murdoch guy turns around, it does everything but go, hello.
The guy he's well past his prime, isn't he? He's overweight,
past it, mate.
obviously older, mad boozer. It's just interesting as well. And it seems like obviously Philo has like kind of, I don't know if he's pictured his life on Tank Murdoch, know what I mean? That I'm going to be the guy. And then it's during the fight he kind of pities Tank Murdoch, doesn't he?
Aye. Does pit him. He's still going to, I think he makes his mind up to do him. And anyway, he's going to win the fucking fight. And it's not until the end when he starts to hear everybody, oh, this guy, this is a new Tank Murdoch. Oh, he'll be the one to beat. And he decides, doesn't he? Just, I don't want that shit, man. And he goes down in the fourth.
That's it. It's like he had this. he had this idea in his head that he was going to be top boy. You know what I mean? He was going to say about Murdoch, and then he just because you see the crowd start to turn into it, that like they're all for Tank Murdoch and all that, and as he's getting it down, they start to turn, and that's when like, Philo kind of realizes this is all this guy has got. You know what I mean? Because it's like that's why I like the Philo character. You know what I mean? Because he is, for the most part, he is a good guy. You know what I mean? Like even letting Murdoch beat him eventually in the end, because it's the one thing this guy's got left in his life gone for him. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. And by the way, see how when he takes the dive, and he looks up at Tank Murdoch. He knows, doesn't he? Tank Murdoch fucking knows, man. He just looks at him as if I should be done. You've took a dip, man. But I'll keep my fame. I'll keep my belt. No bother. So I think it's a culmination of the whole story. He realised how easy it was to pick up people that want to fucking chase him. Do you know what I mean? Inadvertently. So if he's got a target in his back that people actively want to get him just to fight him, then it's no for him, man. Which is quite good. Good morals, the boy.
Aye. Like I say, mate, that's probably why I'd say my favourite character in the whole thing, because it's quite central. You know what I mean? He's not a bad guy. Does the right thing when it comes to Clyde and all that. You know what I mean? And even after he's been fucked hell with that woman, the decency still comes out in him to let this guy win this fight. You know what I mean?
Aye. Whereas any other guy would have walked into there, probably killed the guy, you know what I mean, through pure anger, took it out on him. So it was good. It ended with him fucking all laughing in the truck anyway, as the song kicks in and the film ends. And the one I watched was great and all that. It was a good copy. I think it was digitally remastered, so it looked smashing. The only thing it could really tell you about the date and time was the cars and the cans of beer and all that kind of stuff, wasn't it, man?
Aye. I can see why it was loved for a word to choose, know what I mean, by a lot of people. Because it has got that, it's got that buddy comedy about it, hasn't it? Know what I mean? And the humour that is through it is brilliant. I mean, it's still funny, but I could imagine it back then. It must have been hilarious.
Aye. Couches full of families just pushing their pants, man. Because, I mean, one of the running jokes throughout it is how Ma has been trying to get a license for 50 years, she can't get it. And right at the end, she gets it, know what I mean? And then makes a googly eyes with a fucking 90-year-old fucking examiner. But what'd you get out of 10, mate?
Aye. That's I'll get a solid 7. Solid 7.
Aye. 7.5 for me, just that wee 5. It's not quite an 8, know what I mean? We're probably not even doing 0.5s, but I don't feel 7.5 for me, fuck it. Nostalgia factor's still good, still makes me chuckle, still makes me smile. When I was a wee boy, it was all about Clyde, wasn't it? Everybody loved Clyde and all that. My dad used to cut about going, right turn, Clyde. If there was an arsehole in the pub and come up, start and talk to you, my dad used to look at me and go, right turn, Clyde. So fucking hook him. I mean, that was my dad's sense of humour.
Aye. Because that's what I mean. There's even a fucking song like Tongue Clyde. I'm sure there's. I can't remember who it is that does it. No, what I mean, but it must have just been a phenomenon for people, and the whole orangutan thing that just ticks boxes for people. Know what I mean? You can imagine. I can imagine Wayne's laughing. See that bit? Well, put your hands up and bang and kissing man or that. It must have been brilliant.
Aye, we just need to find, mate. We need to find that Disney movie with the sheepdog that hooks a guy and all that. We need to find that. Need to know what that is.
Oh, it's like something the dog PA or dog detective, something along the lines, man.
Best 10 seconds of video you'll ever see in your fucking life. Know what I mean? Just always make you smile.
We were talking about how this film, it's like might have been one of the first ones where the animal was the sidekick sort of thing. Would you say this is the best of those films?
There's that much to choose from, isn't there?
Aye.
The one that always sticks with me, as we've mentioned, is K9. I think K9 was my first ever. I watched this when I was a wee boy, obviously, but K9 was a wee bit older, and I just thought it was smashing. And then I got it on video and I watched it to fucking death. Know what I mean? Jamie
Yep.
Lee. I used to think John Belushi was fucking funny as fuck as well. I used to love the guy, even in Red Heat with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Jingle All the Way, Santa Claus and stuff. His brother was a buzz, and he was a buzz. You know what I mean? But aye, there was that Turner and Hooch. I never watched it and all that, liked it, but I don't like that goofy Tom Hanks. I really don't. But what's yours with an animal in it?
It's probably K9 for me, I know. Because that's well, I've got a German Shepherd dog, and I think this is what kind of sealed that choice. Know what I mean?
Aye. Also, mate, I very much enjoy Beethoven. So that big dog was a big belter. You know what I mean? Not so sure about the Foley up to it, but the first one was really, really good, man, and the plot was good, and the guy that played the dad was fucking funny, really funny, because he was always getting the piss took at him. I know how he feels. Doug's better thoughty than him. I know exactly how he feels, man. So aye, K9 for me, mate, and K9 for you. So that's quite good. So folks, listen, thanks very much for tuning in and listening. I'll say just now, apologies for the audio and the visuals that you're going to experience on this, which is very disappointing. It's because I'm off location. I'm somewhere else that I can't no be right now. And normally, internet's as strong as my pish after a good drink, but it seems to be going up and down, up and down, up and down. But we'll plod on. I'll edit it. We'll get it out there. We'll tag the life out of that wee bastard, the Clint Eastwood on X. Make his life a misery. You're
So
fruit.
you've already decided the next movie, haven't you?
Did I say that? Sorry, mate. Totally lost connection there. Kicked me out, came back in. So before that happened, did I tell you the other night when I was pissed that I'd already thought of the next film? Aye.
Yeah. Aye.
Well, I forgot then.
It's right.
Aye. I've definitely had a film in my head at that moment in time, I promise you, but I don't know now, because I can't remember what I was thinking about. Let me see. I've got my big list here. There's that many. I'll need to get back to you. I'll get back to you. But rest assured, it'll be done for hopefully the comfort of my own home the next time, and we get the recordings perfect, because this has been shit. But I just don't really want to talk about it again for another hour. You know what I mean? Elsewhere.
Aye. No worries. Yes. Well, thanks everybody for listening and that. And I'll see you in the next one.
Aye, thank you. And keep following, keep liking, keep subscribing, keep sharing, and keep hoping this is the last time we have a fuck up. Nice. Cheery bye.
Cheery bye.
The views and opinions of this podcast are solely our own, with no direct intention to offend or upset.
Brilliant. Fucking brilliant.